Welcome to TimeBeat Breaking News Channel. Here are our breaking news today.
1. No new COVID-19 instances have been reported in Victoria, Australia. 2. Pilots fight for compensation after colleagues died of coronavirus in India.
Australia. No new COVID-19 instances have been reported in Victoria, Australia. On Tuesday, the Australian state of Victoria reported no new locally acquired cases of COVID-19, raising hopes that travel restrictions in Melbourne, the state capital, may be relaxed later this week. Melbourne ended a 2-week hard lockdown late last week, but some restrictions on travel and gatherings remain, including rules that require its 5 million residents to stay within 25 km, 15 miles, of their homes. For more than a week, Victoria, Australia's second most populous state, has reported daily new cases in the low single digits, allaying worries of a massive outbreak after the highly contagious Delta form was discovered. Since May 24, more than 100 new infections have been detected in the state. Until Thursday night, the current limitations will remain in effect. Swift contact tracing, snap lockdowns and internal border restrictions have helped Australia to suppress all prior outbreaks and keep its COVID-19 numbers relatively low, with just over 30,250 cases and 910 deaths. The latest outbreak has spurred a surge in people getting inoculated for COVID-19. About 25% of Australia's adult population of 20 million have had at least the first dose, while nearly 4% have been fully vaccinated. More than 5.86 million total shots have been administered so far.
India. Pilots fight for compensation after colleagues died of coronavirus in India. The pilot had just completed a commercial flight from the United States to COVID-struck India when he received the news his colleague had died of the virus. He added it was the first of 5 Indian colleagues, all of whom were pilots, who would die in May as the country was destroyed by the second wave of COVID-19. The second wave, which began in mid-March and ended in May, infected millions of people across India and killed tens of thousands. The healthcare system collapsed in some of the worst affected areas, leaving people to die outside hospitals while waiting for oxygen or an open bed. The country's aviation industry was also severely harmed. Pilots and air crews played a critical part in India's efforts to limit the outbreak, but they were subjected to wage cuts and were denied priority for vaccines. COVID was contracted by many, and more than a dozen people died as a result. On June 8, the Federation filed a petition to the Mumbai High Court requesting greater insurance benefits and compensation for pilots and bereaved families. A number of airlines were involved with repatriation flights during a stringent nationwide lockdown during the first wave in April last year. The efforts were led by Air India, the government-owned national flag carrier. Private airlines later offered commercial repatriation flights as well, with fares capped by the government.
Thank you for watching. We help you stay up to date all the news hourly. Please subscribe our channel to follow up the latest one.